Sige na lang.
Wala mo doon. Hoy, attacker! Dali, nag-copy din na yun. Sikat na ko. Nag-copy na yun. Sikat na ko. Pwede, pwede na daw.
Good morning, everyone. So I'll start now. Regardless, no, let's start. Sige, let's start.
Good morning, sir.
So my report, our report is AI's impact in healthcare and health monitoring. So as previously discussed by the reporters, it has been said that AI is really good instrument for us to innovate things and especially to help people in different areas or sectors of our life. So one of these is in our health or healthcare. So before we'll discuss the AI's impact in healthcare, so we'll first know some of people that has impacted the world. Who could guess ito ni
Steve Jobs.
Si Steve Jobs. So, Steve Jobs or Stephen Paul Jobs was an entrepreneur. Sir, he was the founder, co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple. So, sino ng mga may iPhone dyan? But siya co-founder ng Apple. And he died at the age of 56. And he died from a rare form of pancreatic cancer. So the fourth leading cause of cancer that is related deaths in the United States. This disease is hard to treat because it is difficult to diagnose. So despite sa achievements niya in life, karon dead pa rin siya. So his net worth before his death is 10.2 billion. So asal siya sa top 10 billionaires in the world. Next, si Beatles. Tama, si Beatles siya, pero ang name niya is si George Harrison. So, he's an English musician, instrumentalist, singer, and songwriter, and music and video producer who achieved international fame as the lead guitarist of the Beatles. And he died at the age of 58. So, he died from lung cancer in 2001. His net worth before his death is $400 million. So next, yun lang kilala sa kanya. So he is James Clerk Maxwell. He is a Scottish scientist in the field of mathematical physics. His most notable achievement was to formulate the classical theory of electromagnetic radiation, bringing together for the first time electricity, magnetism, and light as manifestation of the same element. So James Clerk Maxwell died at an early age. He died at the age of 48. He died with an abdominal cancer. So wala siya yung net worth kay 1870s. Next, sino na siya? Well-known billionaire. So he is Nicholas Hurley. He is one of the Finland's wealthiest men, a businessman, book publisher, editor, and writer. He is an owner and shareholder of Cargill Tech Oil. He is the son of the former Coal Corporation CEO Pekka Terlin. And he died at the age of 53. So he died with a sudden illness. Bigla daw siya namatay. His net worth is $1.1 billion. What's up? Si Billy Gale. His name is Reg Egan. Sino nakilala sa kanya? So he's an actor win for Outstanding Guest Actor in 2015. Kathy also delighted comic book fans with his roles as Freeze in The Mask and Dr. Franklin Storm in The Fantastic. Nakita niyo siya. So he died at the age of 59 with a lung cancer. So these famous people, who contributed to our society, like famous, rich, intelligent, but now they're all dead. Their fame, their money couldn't save them from their sickness. So even though you're a millionaire, his net worth pala is $35 million. So even though you have everything in this life, but if your health is down, you can't enjoy life really. So for us to experience how how hard it is to diagnose patients. So merong questions, 5 questions na siya. Then, we have given you yung illustration board, then chalk. So, you'll just ask questions, tapos answer nyo lang yung A, B, C, D, A. Yan na. So, sige. My first question. So, paunahin ka na answer. What will you currently do if you have outburst syndrome? So A, tap your foot, B, belt, C, sneeze, or D, clear your throat. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the correct answer is letter A. This disease na autosomal is in short a CHOO. A-C-H-O-O. So it reflects condition that causes sneezing in response to numerous stimuli such as sunlight. For example, na-experience yung pag-go-out nyo sa sunlight, di ba mag-achoo kayo? So next question. Sino gusto mag-answer sa group? Through a hole in your diaphragm and upward into your chest. You have what is A. Compact ulcer. B. Hiatal hernia. C. Severe heartburn. Or D. Esophageal reflux. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise your hand. The correct answer is B. Hernia. So, the next question. Guys, do you have alternating pain, weakness, numbness, and tingling in your leg? These are very likely symptoms of what? A. Sciatica. B. A muscle tear. C. Phlebitis. Or D. A pinched nerve. Sige na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The correct answer is A. Saan sciatic nerves na? Ano siya sa? 2-1. Next, what is scrofula? A. An excessive dry scalp. B. A tuberculous infection of the lymph nodes of the neck. C. Dark rings under your eyes. Or D. A fungal infection under the normal grouping of blood vessels near the surface of what? A. Eyeballs. B. Skin. C. Tongue. Or D. Fingernails. So the correct answer is swollen blood vessels and so it is present to 10 to 15% of the tumor. So that is how hard the doctors are doing in diagnosing diseases. I report pa sila about so yung doctors nahihirapan sila mag-diagnose ng mga patients sila because there are 700,000 diseases. 70,000 diseases, but we only have 200 symptoms. So, combination of symptoms, it means another disease. But some diseases has the same symptoms, but iba sila. So it's difficult for the doctors to diagnose correctly their patients. And if they made a mistake, this would be fatal. So the leading sickness na misdiagnosed is cancer. Because cancer in all your body has different types. And this illness is almost present to all of us. But it is, dili ko siya because all of us has cancer cells. Next, heart attack. Often mistaken siya as anxiety or ingestion lang. And another is depression, then stroke, then myalgia. So 20% of patients with serious conditions are first misdiagnosed, as said by the study. So almost, if we have 100 patients, 20% of it is misdiagnosed. So, but other sickness are misdiagnosed up to 97%. It means if we have 100 patients with this disease, 97 of it has wrong diagnosis. And said by Mark L. Graber, diagnosis is extremely hard. There are 10,000 diseases and fluid and the symptoms. Diyan, 10,000 lang, but sabi ng World Health Organization, 70,000 diseases na ngayon. 200 symptoms lang, 100 to 300 symptoms. That is why it's so very hard na mag-diagnose ng patient. So first, you must know what is misdiagnosis. So misdiagnosis describes a situation when your doctor tells you that you have some illness condition, but it's incorrect. For example, a doctor might diagnose the flu, but the patient really has Lyme disease. So, ang ginamin lang yan is, nagpa-doctor ka, then nagpa-check up, then binigyan ka ng sakit na yung according sa symptoms niya, but mali yung nabigay ng doctor. Yun lang yung ginamin ng misdiagnosis. And another is a misdiagnosis describes the lack of diagnosis, usually leading to no or inaccurate treatment. An example would be when a woman is told that the small lump in her breast is benign, only to learn later that it is in fact malignant. For example, feel lang, ay okay lang yan siya, benign lang yan siya, ganyan. But then, after a month, nag-stage 4 cancer pala. Diba, mostly yung mga taong kala nila simple lang na sakit, but pag check up na sila, stage 4 na. Then coming na, then 10 na lang patay na sila. So, kung kilala niyo sila, it's Dr. House, he's a good doctor. Ang pinapakita is they are brilliant doctors. But, diba, fictional lang sila, but not all doctors are as genius as them. No, that is the truth. Not all doctors are genius. So, but through AI, we can analyze medical data, identify patterns, and speed up diagnosis and treatment. So through the help of AI, we could make the diagnosis right, efficient, and correct and unbiased. So we have a video.
healthcare is a dynamic and critically important sector, one where PwC's AI-driven solutions are already revealing exciting new possibilities at every step along the patient's journey. When symptoms appear, doctors have millions of studies and results that could be relevant, and getting through this amount of medical data can be extremely time-consuming. PwC has developed a deep learning model that outperforms traditional queries by using natural language processing to scan, analyze, and summarize medical text, helping doctors hone in on possible diagnoses in a fraction of the time. We are developing deep learning models for detecting and classifying cancerous growths from CT and MRI scans. Models of this kind are faster and more precise than traditional computer-aided models, and continue to improve their detection and classification performance through machine learning. Fusing analytics and science, PwC's Bodylogical is a human's digital twin, allowing for a lower risk, integrated picture of health interventions. Bodylogical simulates individual patients based on their specific data, predicting and optimizing outcomes with an entirely new level of precision. After patients are prescribed a medicine, sometimes they experience unexpected and dangerous side effects. PwC is leveraging AI to automatically recognize and interpret these adverse reactions across data sources, dramatically improving the response time of healthcare leaders, who can quickly stop the problem in its tracks. AI is enhancing every aspect of the world we live in. Our research shows that by 2030, global GDP could significantly increase due to AI, making it the biggest commercial opportunity in today's fast-changing economy.
So, yun siya. So, meron tatlong areas na ginagampanan ng AI in medicine, healthcare. So, AI programs have been developed and applied to practices such as the diagnosis process, treatment, protocol development, drug development, personalized medicine, and patient monitoring and care. So, meron tayong health monitoring. So, one hub where AI is being developed and used. Another is the medical diagnosis, then medication assistance. So, AI use algorithms. So algorithms are set of steps used to solve mathematical problems and complete computer systems. So, meron tayong videos dito na relating sa health monitoring. So, innovations used in health monitoring.
This may look like an ordinary watch, but it's not. The Health Watch uses artificial intelligence, or AI, to constantly analyze the health of its wearer, offering an early warning system for medical emergencies.
There are clinical-grade, highly accurate sensors involved in this watch.
So, yung watch natin,
Which
ito
are
monitor
vital
ng
signals.
heartbeat, even ng blood pressure, and ECGs,
The sensors
ng body.
continually
So
measure
then,
vital
i-connect siya
signs
sa
of
ating
blood
phones.
pressure, heart rate,
Then,
and
consistently see the results and the data in our mobile phone.
to be evaluated by the AI and the medical staff. The
Instead of going to the doctors and hospitals weekly or even monthly, you can have our health being monitored daily.
Adapt to its user, then the better alarm signals and better and less amount of false alarms.
The more you use it, the more siya magaling.
That rather than
5 prototype watches are under test.
We will send the data to the laboratory.
Medical teams
Then
will be
back
set up in the US and Hungary. I'm Faith Lapidus, VOA News.
So it's the latest health monitor watching over its wearer. So the permanent call for any signs of illness. Yung nakita ko sa video, for example, yung wearer is prone siya sa stroke, tapos then yung heartbeat niya nag-faster, then yung blood pressure niya nag-increase. Yung watch na mismo ang mag-call sa nearest hospital or sa immediate persons na in care sa person. So, then mas immediate ang response ng medication sa kanya. So, another health monitoring is the exoskeleton.
We live in a connected world where you can get information about anything at a touch of a button, anything except your own body. I'm excited to tell you that this is about to change. We've created a wearable technology that gives you all the information you need at your fingertips. We improved
Means
your
yung
everyday
damit mo
life.
na magbigay ng information about your own life.
We're fast to bring it to market. We need your help.
Exercise is as easy as getting dressed in the morning. Designed for comfort, it allows you to gather and review scientific data on your heart rate, breathing, and activity level. Our team wanted to create an easy and convenient way for anyone to optimize their physical training, monitor and manage stress, and see the results. Even if there's events,
One this technology will be able to. We start here, today, and you can help. Be part of this exciting movement to take back control of your health and live the best life you can.
Exercise provides real-time feedback of your progress, and you can share with your
Currently, yung gamit mo sa kanila yung mga athletes, then yung medical research.
collect data all day long, even
Baka
throughout the night.
ngayon, ano
Plan
siya,
the changes you need to make.
available na siya sa market.
Everyone here is
We've created exoskins so people can live longer, healthier, happier lives. Help fuel the health revolution. Join us in bringing this new technology to market.
So, it means pag suot-suot mo, di ba, mas every time, meron ka na access sa health ng body mo immediately. So, for example, you are feeling unwell, then nakasuot ka, ma-detect na kung ano ang problem sa body mo. So, first, yung exoskeleton is first available siya sa Canada. Then, pwede siya sa, marami siya, yung na application. Pwede siya sa sports, even sa mga tao na may sakit sa hospital. Then even it could improve your sleep. So another one sa health monitoring is yung sa IBM website.
The world's approach to health is broken, but that's about to change. Medical data doubles every 3 years, and the $7 trillion health industry is unable to keep up with the staggering rate at which information is produced. From medical records, clinical trials, and research to personal fitness bands, implanted devices, and other sensors that collect real-time data, each of us can generate the equivalent of 300 million books of health-related data in our lifetime. In fact, approximately 35 cents of every dollar spent on medical care is wasted. And yet, there's a reason for hospitals, doctors, insurers, and patients alike to be optimistic about the future. The reason is Watson Health Cloud. The IBM Watson Health Cloud brings together vast amounts of medical data into one centralized thinking hub on the cloud, combining traditional analytics with the advanced cognitive capabilities of Watson. The ability to learn and over time refine its analysis based on what it is learning, to turn this wealth of data into knowledge. Take Raul. Raul has a family, a busy job, and an active lifestyle. He also has a heart condition. It's mild, but it could worsen over time. He works closely with his doctor to monitor the problem, but they have difficulty finding medication that doesn't limit his busy lifestyle. And with the mountain of medical data available, it's nearly impossible to keep up with the latest treatments. Raul's doctor starts using a new app created from the Watson Health Cloud. It allows him to review Raul's personal and family medical history from other doctors, even insurance providers, and incorporate that information with data from Raul's Fitbit. This provides both Raul and his doctor with meaningful insights about his condition over time. Watson Health Cloud operates in an
So,
ecosystem
ginagawa ng
environment.
IBM, siya yung
As a
nagagawa
nature,
ng data,
an
then
ecosystem
siya yung
brings together many
nag-a-analyze.
contributors
Sabi
to
niya,
keep the system
we,
functioning smoothly.
individually,
Watson Health
create
Cloud's ecosystem functions much the
300,000
same way. It combines massive amounts of data and knowledge and brings together researchers, doctors, patients, pharmaceutical companies, and insurers in a secure and open platform. As Raul and his doctor continue to use Watson Health Cloud through the app contributes that data back into the Watson ecosystem. This give and take makes Watson Health Cloud more dynamic, intelligent, and efficient for everyone. The app combines knowledge about Raul's heart condition with data in the Watson Health Cloud from patients with the same condition.
So,
Using analytics and insights,
sabi
the app
ko
makes the
yung
best
bagay na
recommendations
pwede
for
natin
wellness
gawin
care.
at suitable sa health.
When a new study suggests a correlation between an allergy medication Raoul takes and increased risk of heart disease, the app alerts Raoul's doctor and suggests a possible replacement medication. Since the app knows Raoul's an avid runner, the app suggests a medication that doesn't interfere with strenuous physical activity. Raoul never has to worry about his medical privacy because IBM goes to great lengths to keep knowledge about patients private and anonymous, ensuring that before any of Raoul's medical records reach the cloud, they are stripped of any and all personal identifiers.
So yung
This
personal
process
identifiers
refers to
natin before siya ma-enter sa IBS
de-identification,
cloud,
which are crucial to creating a safe, secure cloud environment. As the knowledge base continues to grow, apps built using the Watson Health Cloud enable researchers, doctors, and pharmaceutical companies to drive medical advancements and improve patient outcomes. Physicians can be more confident and accountable in their treatments, and individuals like Raoul can be more responsible for their own health and wellness by taking preventative actions. IBM Watson Health Cloud is rapidly transforming healthcare around the world. Its advanced cognitive capabilities, interactive ecosystem, and secure de-identification dramatically change the dynamic between patients, doctors, and the medical community, creating a brighter, healthier future for all.
Di ba yung IBM Watson, ginagamit siya yung sa other reporters, for example, yung kay Zafar, ginagamit din siya yung sa Teresa, yung IBM Watson. Yung IBM it means International Business Machines, one of the leading electronic corporation in the United States. Tapos yung IBM Watson Health, first siya ginagamit doon sa North America. Then yung first na nagamit outside is yung sa Bumrungrad in Bangkok, Thailand. So, Thailand, even hindi talaga sila industrialized country, but they invest in their healthcare. Their government invests in healthcare. So, after yung sa health monitoring, next is yung medical diagnosis. So, through deep learning and integrated systems algorithms, mas faster yung diagnosis, then efficient, then mas accurate din siya. So,
technology has given us an unprecedented window into the human body. On a day-to-day basis, we're still in the dark about our own health. We are changing that. What if instead of fearing the worst when you notice something out of the ordinary, you could
hindi ikaw
identify
na
the
lang
condition yourself?
mag-identify.
Getting the right diagnosis will save you worry and an unnecessary doctor's visit.
Then after na malaman din natin kung anong gawin, treatment or
Instead of hearing about a viral outbreak in the news, imagine you got an alert that was tailored to your family's needs.
Sana din magsabi
It
kung
would also
kailangan natin
give you
ng
advice
vaccine.
about what to do next.
Sana din magkuha ng appointment.
What if you had a way to identify what was wrong right away? A way to get all of the information you need to understand the situation.
Mag-ask siya kung ano bang symptoms. Check, meron din siya urinalysis.
And in serious cases, you would know when and where to seek help.
Find out daw na may urinary tract infection.
We're building a way for people to check their bodies as often as they check their email. It's all possible. And it's only the beginning.
Yes, Canada Scout. First release siya in USA, California. Then, for me, importante talaga siya, di ba? May times na, for example, may, parang, allergy. Tapos, yung check mo sa Google, tapos cancer na daw, fatal na. Pero pag gamit doon ng Canada Scout, mas alam na talaga natin kung ano yung sickness. At least, di na tayo mag-worry or matakot kung ano ba yung sakit natin. Kasi yung nakatry. So, yung Scanado, kung siya ng Silicon Valley na corporation sa America. Then another is ADA. It is a mobile application that helps identify the illness we have based on the symptoms we are having or experiencing. So, it's developed by over 100 doctors and scientists. So, ADA knows thousands of symptoms and conditions from common cold to rare diseases. So, this is ADA. mobile phone. Meron akong app niyan sa phone, tapos basta yung tip. Na, pag mag-enter ka lang ng mga symptoms, tapos siya na mag-ask ng questions, then i-relate niya yun siya sa thousands of people nga nag-try ng app. Kung merong same ba na symptoms, and identify niya yung sakit. Then, so once that away na siya, na instead na magpunta tayo sa doctor immediately and spend money agad, so that could use data. So, downloadable lang siya. So, ito yun sa Siemens Healthy.
Hi everyone, this is Chris, your RSNA tour guide, and today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence. Now this is a hot topic in just about every industry, so no surprise that there are a lot of talks and discussions here at RSNA.
Siemens Healthy nurse.
Let's find out what the hell you are.
Sa Germany company.
Hi Chris, thank you. So maybe you can tell us what type of role will artificial intelligence play in the future of clinical imaging?
Yeah, so for AI, we see three major challenges in radiology. So increasing demand for medical imaging, decreasing turnaround times caused by mass data, and the diagnostic accuracy that
Siemens, gumagawa sila ng larger medical equipment. For example, yung MRI machines, then yung scanners, AIs, then they have much accurate information based on and they also use 3D.
Then it needs to be performed by a supercomputing power, so artificial agents have to be trained, and you do need to have the experience of modeling this one. So with our already enriched applications at the market based on artificial intelligence, we hold the experience of 400 patents in machine learning and 75 already in deep learning.
So it seems like you're not all too far from actually integrating artificial intelligence into an actual clinic setup. So let's know a little more about this. So joining us now is our expert Tommaso. Tommaso, great to have you.
Thank you, nice to meet you, Chris.
So maybe you can tell us, to welcome our expert, Mark, new device presented at the RSNA 2017. To welcome our expert, Mark. Mark, great to have you.
Innovative na siya.
I've never been on a
They can
scale
see
before. So
organs
special about this.
inside.
So what we're introducing this year at RSNA is the fast integrated workflow with the new fast 3D camera just above you there.
Okay.
Basically this is powered by artificial intelligence. We've got a lot of algorithms in there working as soon as I press one button to position you properly. So in the past we used to have to do all of this manually, but now what it's done is determine where you are lying on the table, whether you're head first or feet first. It's already checked the position from shoulder to hip and the perfect isocentering as well. So now you're ready to be scanned.
Oh, I gotta tell you, Mark, it's kind of comfortable.
It certainly is, but we don't want you on there for too long.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but no, this is not a game changer.
Ito yung mas
I'm trying to find
interesting.
out how AI is actually changing the way radiologists work. So first, let's welcome our expert faculty.
Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
Magpa-radiology ka, nakaseparate niya yung bones, muscles, and organs. Pwede niya ma-check one by one.
Already today we make use of a broad portfolio of AI-powered algorithms to help radiologists in their reading.
So maybe you can give us a specific example of how to assist radiologists?
Absolutely. So one tool we have newly introduced now is Singovia DB30 is that the software is supporting the radiologists by automatically segmenting for them the lung, the heart, and the aorta. And all that is powered by AI algorithms.
That is amazing.
This is really great.
Do you mind if I stick around a little bit?
Not at all. Go for it.
So, ano na, amazing na technology kasi mas segment na yung body natin. Without cutting our body open, pwede na makita part by part yung organs.
Tired is plasma.
So next, medication assistance. Ito yung last. Sa China. I-Flight Tech. So, dito, yung sa I-Flight Tech, sila yung first yung nakagawa ng robot na licensed medically. Meron siyang medical license because nakapasa siya sa medical exam. So, siya yung first na robot na merong medical, medical
机器人是由中国知名的 AI 公司浙大学会所研发，与 Google、苹果、微软等国际重量级企业在 AI 语音识别界被称为四大天王，在语音识别领域中持续突破，甚至大举跨足人们最贴近生
So
活的
instead na yung mga doctors ang mag-assist ng mga questions mo, pwede doon ka lang
随地
mag-question.
通过语音生成医嘱病历的语音识别功能，自动生成电子病历，节约了医生繁复的文字性工作，目的就是为了减缓医疗人员的人力资源问题。
Pinalaw lang nila yung mga tao na mag-ask para maka-learn yung mas madali na lang yung mga work ng mga doctors at pero makafocus
除了
sila
台
sa
北
mga
301医院有相关的身体以外，像是上海的瑞金医院、
available ito lang siya sa
医
China.
院，还有北大口腔医院等，全国大约有50多家医院都能够陆陆续续看见导诊机器人在服务病患。许多民众都对于导诊机器人感到好奇，但也有民众建议，认为在机器人旁边仍然应该要有导诊护士的存在，为病患确认方位。
医务人员应该确认到底对不对，而且也可以他说的是咱们人工落实一下，最好。
Meron pa mga tao na cynic pa sa mga AI. Hindi siya mag-trust. Pinalaw lang nila mag-interact sa mga tao.
尽管在机器人的部分上还有可以再多加改进的地方，但是中国仍然是这方面的专家。首先研发了胶囊内置机器人，吞下去以后能够自动拍摄食道内的图片，24小时就能够拍出意外。即使是用拍好的图片，分析诊断，医疗可以用来判断身体淋巴还有身体里面的。
Imbis na
另外，
pasukan ka
在
ng mga
2012
tube,
年的圣丹斯独立电影节上，有一部科幻影片叫做《机器人和弗兰克》。这部影片赢得了艾尔弗雷登斯隆特别奖，讲述了一个发生在轻微失智老人还有机器人之间的故事。现在这些画面不再只能出现在电影之中，机器人陪伴老人早已经成为日常。一个人头脑很好的公司也研发了各种护理机器人。这些医疗机器人的诞生，事实解决了国民的健康和生活水平，并且舒缓了医院的人力资源。相信未来医疗还有机器人以及 AI 的结合，将持续应用在我们的生活之中。
So that is how advanced China is in medical technology. So,
Australian innovation is at it again.
one ito yung paggawa nila ng medicine, Australian ng mga researchers, nakalap sila ng systems na imbis yung tao mag-analyze ng mga sickness, yung AI na lang. For example, imbis na magamit sila ng mga cells or pa nila sa mga animals, i-test, it means yung AI na ang mag-simulate ng medication if mag-work yung medicine sa ganyan na sakit.
Use. The system then maps out all those molecules in kind of biological language that essentially writes potential medical outlines for proposed treatment. And that's
Siya
what
talaga trace out ng mga
So unlike the 10 to 15 years it takes
yung possibility.
the FDA, this process does basically all the training in the computer. Highly advanced formula computes all of the
Yun lang siya yung ginagawa. So next is Pillow. So Pillow is your medical assistant, healthcare companion, and family caregiver. So available na din siya sa
In
market.
today's hectic world, it's getting increasingly difficult to remember what truly matters. The health of you and your loved ones. But now, someone can help. With his artificial intelligence, Pillow recognizes each and every member of your family and starts caring for them.
Clara, here are your cholesterol pills. I see you're running low. Shall I reorder them for you?
Thank you, Pila. That'd be great.
Pillow is 100% secure, and his skills and functionalities will grow the more you use him, the more he gets to know you.
Here are your vitamins to go. Enjoy your training session, Liza.
Thank you, Pila.
Since Pillow's always connected, he can answer all of your health-related questions.
Pila, how many calories are in a celery stick?
6 calories, Clara. Celery is excellent for your health.
Great. I'll have a bunch then.
Aww. Good morning.
Pillow is simple to set up and makes the management of complex medication regimens very easy. He'll remind you, so you'll never miss a dose again.
Wait, John. It's Tuesday. Here's your blood pressure medication.
You're right. Thank you, Pila.
And if you want, he'll notify your caretakers in case of an emergency, like when he forgot his heart medication.
Hey, Dad. I just got a message from Pilo. Everything okay?
Because, you see, Pillow's not just a member of the family. He's a true healthcare companion. And since he can sync with any wearable and wireless devices, Mark can share his combined health and wellness data through one secure, user-friendly platform where he receives fast and reliable feedback.
Goodbye, Dad. Thank you, Pilo.
Because sometimes, all you need to stay healthy is a friendly, timely reminder. And that's exactly what Pillow will do for you.
We created Pillow to address a critical need, the health and well-being of you and your loved ones.
We've assembled a great team of healthcare professionals, entrepreneurs, and robotics experts with years of experience in the field, and we have what it takes to make Pilo a reality.
We now ask you to join us as we enter the next exciting phase of our prototype production. Together,
So in conclusion, so the leading countries in AI for now is number 1 is China. China is the number 1 for AI that they have 41,000 papers in AI. They have published 41,000. So the leading companies here is the Tencent, Alibaba, and Baidu. Then for the US, ang next is, ang top 2 is USA. They have published 25,500. Then ang leading companies is Microsoft, IBM, Facebook, Google, then yung Amazon. Then yung third is Japan, fourth, United Kingdom, then Italy. Yan siya yung top 5 countries in AI for Philippines. Ang Philippines. So, in conclusion,
AI, artificial intelligence, has some dangerous connotations, right? So I like to reframe it that as AI that we're not getting so I think we can say IA use all of this. It's going to use everything from physicians and about how it is what happens.
Pwede sila mag-share ng patients. Pero nagiging na-innovate pa siya. Pwede sabay kayo mag-diagnose ng patients at different hospitals. Then using 3D. Yan yung kanina yung scanado scan. Sana yung scan. Then yung IBM person health. Nag-gather ng data sa cloud.
Shift healthcare from practice events into real science events. So robotic surgery, even remotely, is a science fiction.
Robotic surgery report siya ng expert
robots for over a decade. They require often surgery to be able to do the procedure. It's been demonstrated that across the planet. The real opportunity is we can use AI imaging sensors. In some cases, for some of these robotics, they kind of become semi-autonomous, de-skill advanced surgery, so that in a remote village, the right robotics can be
So through AI, we could reach far areas, even secluded areas in the world.
Space station or Mars,
even Mars Galaxy.
So robotics blended with AI, blended with analytics and smart imagination, I think can really transform healthcare.
So with that, Pero meron daw mga AI potential pitfalls, yun daw yung lack of transparency, possible manipulation, and privacy concerns. Diba may iba pa, ayaw nila makita ng other people yung talagang medical records. But ano siya, gina-ayos pa siya para hindi talaga ma-breach yung system. So, as they have said so Watson, and silang quote na, data and the ability to interpret it may be the most powerful medicine in the century. So, ang data na mag-gather natin, and if we're able to interpret it, then it would be a powerful medicine in this century. So, that's all.